Now, battling to be the best in Europe, Chelsea and Bayern Munich, and to slug it out in the Champions League final, two clubs that have a very different business model. The German giant is proud to not spend more than it generates. Balancing the books, the club has not made a loss for 19 straight seasons. In the other corner, Chelsea, backed by billionaire dollars from owner Roman Abramovich, the Russian oligarch has covered financial losses for each of the 9 years he's owned the club. But it's not the richest soccer match in the world. While Blackpool versus West Ham may have quite the same kudos, for the winner, there's the promise of a massive payday. The Championship playoff final and entry to the Premier League carries a windfall of at least £90 million. At least 40 million of that comes in additional revenue, with guaranteed payment of 48 million over 4 seasons if immediately relegated. So a feast of football this weekend. Let's speak to Andy MacKenzie from Spreadex. He joins me now. So the Champions League, it's obviously a big game there, but for the teams and their fans, what about the betting industry? Is it just a crucial weekend for you guys?
Yeah, it's a very big weekend. I mean, football is the biggest sport for betting, and the football season coming to an end now. We had an amazing end to the Premier League season, and now we come to the sort of the next climax, I suppose you could say, the Champions League, and we will expect to get lots and lots of bets here. But I would guess we'd be having sort of over £1 million of liabilities in people staking, the amounts that they're risking on bets. But the Champions League is, as you said, the kudos here is amazing. Worldwide TV coverage of about 110 million viewers, more than the Super Bowl. So it's a massive day, and also
But there's also a lot at stake in terms of that Champions League, in terms of the revenue and just the future.
Well, that's it. I mean, Chelsea have to win this game to stay in the tournament for next year because they finished outside the top 4, and that also means a knock-on effect for Tottenham Hotspur. They're watching eagerly to see whether they're going to get in the Champions League and have their big payout for next year to keep the money coming in. So from a business side, it's massive. It's not like just winning this final. They're already thinking about getting into the competition for next year.
And I suppose it's not just about getting there, it's not just the promotion, it's also the ability to actually stay there and maintain the position.
Well, exactly. I mean, as you said, Roman Abramovich has spent hundreds of millions of pounds trying to get Chelsea to win this tournament. It's the big thing he wants to win. He's had all sorts of managers in there, and the irony is it might be a manager who's accidentally come into the team on the back of Andre Villas-Boas being sacked that might actually win the tournament for him, with Roberto Di Matteo here. If he wins this tournament, there's going to be a strong shout for him to keep the job and to carry on and try and take them through into the same tournament again in the Premier League next season.
Let's just have a look at some of your spreads, because I just saw one that I thought really stood out, and it's in terms of the bookings.
Yep.
And that caught my eye. So you were expecting a pretty rough game, are you?
Well, we've got this. We have had bookings quotes higher than this. I mean, the bookings quote is 10 points per booking and 25 points per red card, so people can bet on how many bookings there will be in a game. The referee that's actually refereeing this game has got quite a high average ratio of bookings. I think it's over 5 bookings he gives out on average. So if it's based on that, it could be quite a rough game. And obviously, there's a lot at stake. Players towards the end of the game especially might be making a few reckless challenges. But there's hundreds of markets people can bet on. Bookings is one of the popular ones amongst all of them.
Obviously, Bayern has a slight favourite because they're obviously playing at home.
Yeah,
that's going to play out, isn't it?
This is unusual, to go to a European Cup final and actually be playing at home. This only happened 3 times before. In 1984, Roma actually lost to Liverpool on penalties, so Chelsea fans are hoping that's an omen. Before that, Inter Milan, they won at home, and the other team, Real Madrid, played at the Bernabeu, they won as well. So, yeah, an advantage to Bayern. We've got them as favourites, and actually they've been extending their favourites tag this week. We've had lots of punters, at Spreadex punters, putting more and more money on as the week goes by. I've got a sneaking feeling that luck might be on Chelsea's side of this tournament, but we shall see. It's going to be a great night.
Great night. Andy MacKenzie from Spreadex, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.